to keep what you have struggled to get in your relationship and marriage. Some of you know how to attract so much to yourself, but you don't know how to keep it. My name is Okoro Blessing in Kiroka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your number one most controversial certified relationship therapist in Africa. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to keep a lot of things that you have gotten. So many of you know how to attract good things in your life. So many of you have attracted so many beautiful things in your life. But whatever you attract, you cannot keep. It's not jazz. You know, it is lack of understanding that has made the common African to add everything to spirituality. It is not every time you have one small problem is spirituality. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, people have not normalized talking to a relationship therapist. It's not everything that church can help you. It's not every small thing that you run to church. Yes, God can help us with everything, but God has given us the brain to be able to do some certain things by ourselves. That's the reason why no matter how you pray, sometimes God will not answer you. There are some prayers that God do not answer, and God do not answer those prayers because He has given you the ability and the capability to do it by yourself. The difference is that most of you are lazy in your mind and in your soul. That's the reason why you're always looking for help. At the end of the day, it's a man that will help you. Yes. And when you keep running to different men for help, they will be using you. That's the honest truth. So you must learn to do things by yourself, because if you don't learn to do things by yourself, people will be using you. That's the essence of craft. If you don't learn to take care of yourself, you'll be used by a lot of people. God has given you that power. But most of you don't want to use the power. You're always running to your pastor. You're always running to your father. You're always running to you like to run to people. No. We have so much power that we are not using. God has given us so much power that some of us are lazy to use it. We are so lazy. We are always looking for who will help us. Blessing, help me. Father, help. Every time you are going to church. No, there are some things you don't even need church. There are some things you can sit in your house and solve the problem. There are some things you don't even need to pray about, because remember, God said He made us out of His own image. Most of you that read the Bible don't read a certain part of the Bible. We were made out of God's own image. It simply means we are like God. There are some certain things you don't need to go and be disturbing God. You only go to God when there are critical issues. There are some certain things that your common sense should help you to actualize. You don't need to go and be studying church and doing rabba soko. But some of you are so lazy. You don't want to reason. So I'm going to be teaching you how to keep what you have, what you have struggled to get in your relationship and marriage. Now, first of all, there are lots of you that know how to attract good things to you. Some of you have so many things that you cannot use. There are some women on this live video that have up to 8 boyfriends they are not using. There are some men on this video that have up to 15 girlfriends that they are not using. They have girls. Some guys have 15 girlfriends, yes, they don't have girlfriend. No, some guys have 15 girls, yes, they don't have girlfriend. Some women have 9 boys, yeah, they don't have boyfriend. You have so much, but you cannot even make a choice. Yes! The reason why a lot of people gather so many things is because they are confused. Especially when it comes to relationship and marriage. Even when it comes to our normal life, if you do too many things at the same time, you will fail at it. Before you do too many things, you must have become a master in one thing. That thing you have mastered is what is now going to bet other things. And when you are betting other things, it must be attributed and connected to that thing that you have mastered. Some people have failed in business because they want to go and do businesses that they don't know anything about. Yes. So you must learn it. Some of you will be accumulating things. You are packing things. You are greedy. You pack. So that there is no space to keep it again. You don't have space. Some of you have grabbed so many things you are not doing anything with. You like to grab Mrs. Grabber, Mr. Grabber, fiam. You want to sleep with all the fine girls, yet you cannot find a wife. You want to knock all, you know all the fine girls in Lagos, yet you don't have girlfriend. You don't have a love life. You have knocked all the women, yet you are not still happy. That's the honest truth. All the men in this life, you've collected money from them. You've collected G-Wagon from Alhaji Musa. You have collected Range Rover from Alhaji Falina. You've collected, but yet you are still empty. You're not doing anything with all of them. In fact, you don't even have garage to park it. So I'm going to teach you what to do with those things that you have grabbed. Now, there's something people don't understand. You don't need to have too much to be happy. You don't need to have too much to make out something from your life. There's a wrong perception a lot of young people have. A lot of young people just think that if I don't have this particular thing, I'm useless. No. Some of us mastered the game of making use of the little things that we have. The people who have so much don't do anything with the so much that they have. It is people who have little that do little with it. Whoa, you don't know? There are people that have so much, they don't know what to do with it. But there are people that have so little and they are doing so much with it. So the video is, you don't need to grab all these things you are grabbing. Grab. You're not doing anything with it. That's why you see our politicians are confused. Most of our politicians are confused. They will grab. They're not doing anything with the world. That's why you see a lot of politicians will be looking for girls to dash money. The politician will call a small girl, spend the night with her and give her 10 million. It's because he's not doing anything with the world. He doesn't know what to do with it. Yes. So some of you have accumulated so much. Number one, first thing before we get into this is, first of all, what do you have? Have you been able to identify the things that you have? Because some of you have some things that you don't even know that you have. So we need to start from the root. What do you have? First things. Now, the meaning of what do you have is to understand your power and your strength. If you don't understand the things you have, you will not know how to use it. So, what do you have? That question simply means, what is your power? What is your strength? What is your skill? What is your talent? What is your craft? So, if you don't know it, nobody can help you. Now, when you've been able to understand the things that you have, you now ask yourself, how do I use it? You don't need to have so much. I became famous from my phone. All I do is put my phone every day and talk. I can afford a photo shoot. I can afford a professional video, but I'm spontaneous. I didn't want all those too much things because I'm a spontaneous person and I like to create content. I didn't want all those plenty, all those too much camera. I didn't want too much to be able to do these things I'm doing. And some people that create professional videos, they will spend millions and they don't still even get the kind of attention and the kind of money that we get. So you don't need to do too much. You don't need to do too much to be able to pass your message. You don't need to do too much for people to love you. Just do the little that you can and it blows. So the first question is, what is that thing you are good at? For us to be able to make the little out of it. Very, very important. Now, that thing you are good at, like I said, is called craft. It's called your talent. It's called a skill. That thing you love doing. Those things that are around you. Now, the problem is, a lot of you want to go so far. Many of you want to go so far to get the things that you do not have. But you have not made use of the things that you have. These are the issues. You want what is so far, so bad. But the things that you need are around you. You've not used them. So if you cannot use the things that are around you, it will be very, very difficult for you to even identify what is far. That's the reason why no matter how far you go, you might never be successful. Sometimes our success lies around us. Sometimes we think that our help will come from afar. Sometimes our help is within. That small thing that you overlooked, that does not mean anything, that's what is going to blow you. Go and listen to a lot of people's story. Go and listen to Linda Ikeji's story. Linda Ikeji was a model, according to her. She did magazine. She thought it was magazine. Linda Ikeji said she never knew that blogging was going to blow her. Blogging was just fun. A lot of us started this thing like play. You see me as a relationship therapist. I was not born a relationship therapist. It was like, I like to gist. The way I started was, I did like gist. I created a platform, Break or Makeup, to gossip about relationship and marriage. When I came out of my previous marriage, I realized that people don't have where to come and talk about relationship. So what I wanted to create was like a gossip blog for relationship. That was the plan. So I now called on my friends. I don't open one page, or Break or Makeup, come, let's catch fun. So we were just gossiping on the page. I never knew I was going to be here. It was a joke. I didn't know I was going to be a relationship expert. I was not born a relationship expert. I became this person from a joke. I wanted to be an actress like every normal girl. Everybody wants to be. I wanted to be an actress. Or I wanted to be a TV presenter. I had 3 occupations. My dream, an actress, a TV presenter, or an air hostess. Yes, I wanted to work with the aviation, but it didn't work. So it was just me picking up my phone and saying, babe, come make with the gossip after work. So after work, my friends would gist me about their story. I will post it on Break or Makeup. All of us will come and gossip. Play. Then Instagram was not this hard. Then we didn't have a lot of content creators. We were very small. People started following the page. I was even wondering how they got to know the page. Then I would go to some celebrities page and write follow break or makeup. And that was it. I used the small, and then I was working with the Nigerian police. So I was catching fun. I was using that small thing around me. I didn't have a laptop. I was using a small phone. I was catching cruise. Then Instagram did not even have all these pictures. Then you could not even write long story on Instagram. So I was using, there was this effect that you used to write it like a placard. That was what I was doing. I didn't wait for professional shoots. I didn't wait for Funke Akindele. I didn't wait for Genevieve. I didn't wait for Motola. I did what I love to do. And look at me today. Sometimes when I look at my followers, I smile. I was one woman who came to Instagram and watched people with 50,000 followers, and I was asking myself, how did they get 50,000 followers? There are lots of celebrities I watched when I came to Instagram that I have grown past. There are lots of celebrities that I watched when I came to Instagram that I'm now more famous than them. I didn't need to even do too much. I've not even done too much. So first of all, you must look within. When we tell stories like this, they say you're a motivational speaker. A lot of people who created the biggest things out of their life started from the smallest things. Not be motivation. The wealthiest man in this world started like a joke. Go and ask the owner of Facebook how he started. You think Facebook blew like that? It was like a joke. It start from cruise. You go just enjoy yourself. Boom. It go shock you. So that's why I said, first of all, what are the small things that you have around you? What are the small things you have around you? If you are not able to accumulate those small things and make use of them, making use of big things will be very, very hard. So first of all, we are going to identify what we have around us. Now, when you have identified what you have around you, the question is, how can you keep it? Do you know why many of you cannot keep all those men that you have? As a woman, do you know why you have 10 men and you don't have one boyfriend? As a woman, do you know why you have 10 men and none of those 10 men can marry you? It's because you don't have value. That's the reason why you have 10 boyfriends, 5 boyfriends, and yet none of them want to marry you. You are beautiful, you are hot, you have all the packaging, but they don't want to marry you. It's because many of you don't have value. You focus so much on grabbing, you don't focus on keeping. Value is what you bestow inside yourself, not outside yourself. A lot of you focus on the Brazilian hair, the makeup, the clothes, the packaging, but you are empty. Value is that thing that is inside of you when you take off your costume. That's the meaning of value. And some of you don't have it. That's the reason why when you remove your wig, when you remove your eyelashes, when you remove your clothes, you are empty. You are naked. The question is, value simply means when you take off all this packaging, who are you? That is how to keep people in your life. Many of you have gotten so carried away with all this. That is why some of you cannot live without validation. That's the reason why some of you will never believe you are beautiful except you post picture on Instagram. That is why some of you, when you post picture and you don't see 10,000 comments, you will delete it. It's because you don't have value. There is nothing inside of you once you take off your clothes. So the easiest way to keep everything you have grabbed is to bestow things inside of you. What do you have inside? It's called identity. Identity is not your hair, your clothes, your costume. Identity is who you are. And for you to be in a relationship or a marriage, people are going to be there because of who you are. Because you're not going to wear all these things to sleep. If we put in the effort that we put in grabbing to keep, we will not need so much. Some of you have 10 men in your life because you are confused. Any man or any woman who have more than one woman is a confused person. Do you know the reason why fidelity is important in a relationship and in a marriage? I'll tell you. The reason why fidelity is important simply means focus. When you are faithful to something, you will give it your all, you will give it your best. And it's only when you give things your best, that's when you bring out the best in it. Some of you are too distracted. You have so many things you are dealing with. The women are too plenty. You wake up in the morning, sometimes you'll be mad. The men are too plenty. You don't know what, you look left, man, right, man, up, everywhere in your life now, man. So you don't have time to think about yourself. Your life is just circulated about different men, black, white, long penis, short penis. You have everything around you, but you don't know how to use it. You don't even know which one to keep. You are just confused. You are hovering around. That is what infidelity does. Anybody that is unfaithful is confused. That's the truth. Anybody that is unfaithful has complex. Anybody that is unfaithful has not understood their value. Anybody that is unfaithful is looking for validation. There is something that is missing. You are thinking that this person is not giving to you. So you are looking for it in everybody. That's cheating now. So the easiest way to keep all the things that you have struggled for is to bestow value on your person. Ask yourself, when I take off my clothes, my hair, my makeup, my contact lens, who am I? What do I have? Can I communicate? Can I interact? Do I know what I want? Where am I going to in the next 5 years? Who do I want to be in the next 7 years? Some of you don't have such mindsets. Some of you sleep empty in the morning and wake up empty. You are empty. You are always empty. When you are empty, that is when you become envious. When you are empty, that is when you become jealous. When you are empty, that is when you become a troll. When you are empty, that is when you begin to bet negativity. When you are empty, that is when you begin to want to kill your neighbor. Because some people want to kill you because they think that when they kill you, they are going to collect the things that you have. But you can't collect what I have, even if you kill me. It's emptiness that makes people do those bad things that they do. When they see other people doing what they love to do and they are empty, they wake up every morning, they don't even know where to go to. And some people that have money and they're still empty. They have billions in their accounts and they don't even know what to do with the money. Yes, a lot of rich people are empty. We call them money misroad. So it's not even about money, it's about you as a person. Just like we spoke about liposuction yesterday. Some people will come and say, liposuction, the reason why they are doing liposuction is because they want to be confident. It's a lie. An empty person is an empty person. You cannot fill yourself with the things, with material things. Emptiness is not lack of money. Emptiness is not lack of food. Emptiness is not lack of shelter. Emptiness is inside. You cannot fill emptiness with material things. No. That's why no matter the kind of car you buy, you are still empty. No matter the kind of women you sleep with, you are still empty. No matter the kind of country you travel to, you are still empty. It's not about your money. It's not about the material things. Anything you can remove does not make you happy. I've said it before. Anything you can detach does not make you happy. What makes you happy is within. What makes you happy are those things you have created inside of you. I once told people in one of my videos, success is not the house you built. Success is not the car you buy. When people say I'm successful, success is not the material things that you have accumulated. No, because when it comes to material things, we always want more. So we will never be satisfied. When it comes to material things, we are insatiable. Some of us had iPhone 12. Now we want iPhone 13. It doesn't mean that your iPhone 12 is not working. So my point is, are you trying to say that when you don't have iPhone 13, you're not successful? There are a lot of successful people that are using iPhone 6. So stop using material things to attribute to success. Success is personal fulfillment, personal growth, movement. Some people have money and they are not still successful. Yes. They don't know what to do with the money. Some people have money and will use their money to make somebody else successful. Some people will use their money to fulfill your own dream, but they don't have dream. Oh Lord, that's why a lot of rich men they're not happy. A rich man will employ you and fulfill your dream, but he does not have dream. Some people are using their money to achieve other people's dream. That's success. That's why some people, no matter how much they make, they are not happy. So you must set a personal goal for yourself. Who do you want to be? That is success, not money. That's why you see all these rich men, when they make money, they want to go and buy degree. They want to go and buy doctorate degree. Why do you think they are buying doctorate degree? They think, success is that personal goal. Reaching that place you think you will never get to. That's the reason why a lot of rich people go and buy award. That's the reason why when people recognize us without money, we are excited. There's some people that use money to buy award. But there's some of us that have never bought award with our money before. We'll just stay and they'll call us and say they want to give us award. It's part of success. That recognition. Now, they started listening to me. My dreams. The world is hearing me. That's success. That's fulfillment. It's not your money. Your money is your personal serere. Some people have money, they don't have voice. Some people have money, they don't have contact. Some people have money, they don't know anybody. In this world, it's not to have money, it's to know somebody. Money is different from contact. You might not be rich, but you can know people. One phone call, your life has changed. You can have money and you still go to jail. It will lock you. And the only way you can develop contact is from your personal growth. What you have done for people, what people have done for you, where you have worked, the legacy you have left. That is what is called contact. Contact is not to sit down in your house. Contact is to meet people, to be useful to people. Because it takes you to be useful to me for you to call me and say, blessings to you, I'm in trouble. Do you know anybody that can help you? And I call somebody. If you're not useful to me, why will you call my phone? If I don't know you and you've not done anything for me, blessings to you, I'm in trouble. I'll be like, trouble where? I'm in the police station. I'll be like, oh really? I'll drop my phone. It takes you to be useful to me for you to come and out. Which police station? I'm coming now. That's value. That's what is called value. Some of you don't have any value in people's life. You are just there feeling entitled. Some of you want to be so important in people's life, yet you don't do anything for them. What makes you useful in people's life is the value you put in their lives. Some of you are so useless. You are just entitled. Even if you're my brother or you're my sister and you're not useful to me, my PA and that is more useful to me, I'll put more value. Yes, there are some of us that are our siblings. The only thing that is tying us is the blood. There are some of us that will do for our PA what we cannot do for our blood sisters and our blood brothers. Yes. That's why sometimes people are shocked. How come you are doing giveaway on Instagram and you have relation? It's because people on Instagram are more useful to me than my relation. That's why instead of me to give my relation, I'll give giveaway here. Yes. It's not audio. It's because people on Instagram who do not know me, love me, support me, carry my matter on their head. How many of my relations have done it? You are just connected to me by blood, but you are not useful. There is no value. So that's the reason why it's so easy for people to come and do giveaway here. Because it is you people that support us. Do you know me? No. Are you blood related to me? No. But some of you will carry my matter on your head. There are some people that will die for people that they love here. There are some followers that will die for you. They've not met you before. You're not their blood sisters. Why? Because you've even given to them what their mothers cannot give them. There are some values you get from people that your parents did not even give you. That's the reason why you place some people higher than some people. It's not by blood. It's by value. That's why some women place their pastor higher than their husband. Sometimes that woman is not sleeping with her pastor. It's because her pastor is more useful to her. Her pastor is there for her. Her pastor is playing a certain role that her husband is not playing. That's why subconsciously she places her pastor above her husband. When you see a lot of women do that thing in church, it's subconscious. Because when they go to church, it's that pastor that gives them hope. It's that pastor that pray for them. It's that pastor that care for them. So you see them telling their pastor, daddy, daddy. They prefer to go and give their pastor food than give their husband. Yes, there's a woman that have played. Yes, it's value. He's not shouting, value me, respect me. You're not treating me like your husband. What are you doing in my life? So value is what will make you subconsciously place some people above some people. It's a subconscious thing. No? The question is, how useful are you in my life? Sometimes when you come to my phone, there was a time I sacked my driver. It was my mechanic that was practically doing everything for me before I got my driver. My mechanic was, if I want to ask him, come and do this thing for me. There was nothing. Then one of my relations was asking me for 100,000. I was still dragging my feet. My mechanic's wife just gave birth, and he told me that he wanted me to come for their child dedication. I could not go for his child dedication. I was not telling myself, instead of giving this relation that is not useful to me, it's only when they want to come and beg, I rather give it to my mechanic. I transferred 100,000 naira to my mechanic and told my relation that I don't have money. They should come next 2 months. I'm broke. Yes. That's the reason why sometimes that your uncle will help other people, they will not help you. Some of you are useless to your uncle. You see, most of all these entitled relations, they're not doing anything for you. He is my uncle. What are you doing for your uncle? That's the reason why your uncle will give. You see some people saying, my uncle gave one small girl money. The small girl is sleeping with him, warming his bed. You, uncle, what are you doing? Some of you will go to your uncle's house, you can't even wash car. You're just feeling because he's your uncle, he should give you his money. Is a lie. It's so easy to give people something that are valuable to you. I'm telling you the honest truth. If you are around me and you're valuable to me, to give is very easy. I can be with somebody right now and you're struggling with. I'm that kind of person that give. I'll just say, take this my other phone instead of struggling. I give. I'm a giver. But I give to people that you will least expect. I don't give to my relation. None of my relation will come and tell you I've given them anything. No. I give to strangers. Because strangers have changed my life. So the question is, how valuable are you to people? It's not by title. It's not by I'm your wife. There are some of your husbands that place their PA, their secretary, higher than their wives. They are not sleeping with their PA. Their PAs are more useful to them. There are some of your husbands that when they have business problems, they just run to their PA. Because the wife that they married is empty. You don't have sense. You cannot contribute to anything. So they can't run home to you. It's by running home to the PA and asking PA question that sex comes in. Sex don't just come in. Communication. That's why if you're a woman with brain, you can get any man. I can snatch any man from any woman. Not because I'm more beautiful. If you like, make your nyash big like this. Make your breast big. I can snatch any man from you. You'll be wondering, but my nyash is bigger than Blessing. I will snatch him. Brain. Some of you are fine and you are empty. You don't have sense. If I hold conversation with any man, they must love me. Because I have solutions to almost all the problem. I make men need me. I don't just make them love me. Most of all my relationships, the reason why my exes come back to me is because I make them need me. I'm not just there for sex and for love. There are things that they'll be going through, and Blessing is the first person they want to come to, because Blessing must have one thing. Blessing must have one soul. Blessing must know somebody. Blessing know how to. I'm a problem solver. I'm not just a fucker. I'm not just a woman that anytime you want to have sex, you call me. No. A lot of times in my relationships, sex is not even the major thing. A lot of the men I have dated want to stay around them because I have solution to problem. If there's a business idea, I have something I want to say. I have somebody I can call. That's why I can snatch your man. So it's not about your nyash or your breast. Because some of you, your men will just buy your nyash and your breast and keep it in the house. And be giving the real love to another woman. I've told you in one of my videos, some of you women just have what is called title. You just the answer wife. You are not getting wife benefits. And some of you are so interested in the title. Why are you fighting side chick? Some of you desperately want to be a wife. You don't want to be loved. All you want is that missus. When a man now finally marry you, why are you so interested about who is loving and who is sleeping with? Maybe it's title that you want. Just marry me. Leave everything. Marry me. Then he will marry you and give love to another woman. There are some wives that have not gotten the kind of love side chicks get. Oh, forget your title. Your wife. Wife will not get benefits. There are some side chicks that get the better part of your men. They are not their wives. You are just answering wife for nothing. No benefits. It's like calling you manager. And they are paying you 10,000. Which kind of title be that one? Better you call me sales girl and pay me 100,000. Not to be calling me manager and pay me 10,000. With all these big titles with no money. No benefits. Now, hold your title low. That's why a lot of girls these days don't even want to marry. Don't worry, make me side chick. A lot of girls now prefer to be side chick because there's no benefits these days being wife. They'll just carry one big title and give you and keep you in the house and be maltreating you and go and look for one fine girl and they'll be loving. It's because many of you women have what is called misplaced priority. You are too desperate. So you do not find out the real things that make marriage interesting. That's why when the man marries you, you are frustrated in the marriage. Only you be in the marriage. You will now be saying, love me. My husband does not come back. My husband does not talk to me. My husband is not friends with me. In the relationship, when we ask you to cool down, you say we are motivational speaker. Cool down, cool down. You say no. If you don't marry me, you see some girls who say, I can't date for more than 6 months. If you're not talking about marriage, forget it. I don't want to be friends with anybody. I don't want anybody to waste my time. Don't worry, the man will marry you. Shebi is married. He'll marry you. These days that there are girls that are willing to be side chicks. So men are not afraid of marriage. Men were afraid of marriage before when women didn't want to be side chick. Now, a lot of girls are willing to be side chick. So they will marry you and love their side chick. Since it's marriage that you want. We need to be calming down. A lot of us have lost it. A lot of us we are on the wrong path. And unfortunately, some of you will not have sense until you become victims. So I'm going to say, let us first of all appreciate the things that we have within us. Put value in yourself. If you don't have value, that is when you begin to seek validation. Value is the birth of validation. It is lack of value that births validation. What is validation? Validation simply means seeking value from other people. Other people are the people that will now be making you feel good about yourself. Other people that will be the one that will now be telling you are beautiful. If they don't tell you are beautiful, you are ugly. That's the meaning of validation. For those of you who don't know the meaning, you know, most times if you're hearing validation, you don't know the meaning. Validation simply means you are seeking value from other people. You don't know who you are. The public have to identify you before you identify yourself. That's why when they don't identify you, you are lost. A confident woman is a woman that knows her value. Whether you value me or you don't, I know my worth. You don't even need to tell me. Anyone you tell me is extra. But some of you don't know who you are. So if social media don't applaud you, your life cannot exist. If they don't come and comment you are beautiful on a photo, yeah, it's not possible. No. That's why some of you want to kill yourself with editing. Some of you want to kill yourself with photo shoots. A lot of people actually do photo shoots for validation. Yes. Many celebrities do photo shoot for validation. They just want the public to come and say, we know that is not how you are in real life. Just like most of these Big Brother Naija housemates. We saw you in Big Brother house. You came on a reality show for 3 months and we saw how you looked like. Suddenly on Instagram, you are now on flick. Who are you fooling? And that's why it's so easy for a lot of Big Brother Naija housemates to fizzle away, because by the time you come out of the house, we will now watch you for 3 months and we will now see that we can no longer relate to you again. No? People fell in love with you because they saw your originality in the house. They saw your imperfection. They saw your sleepy face. They saw your pimple. They saw your scars. They saw your falling breasts. They saw your small. They saw your imperfection and they loved you. You now came out of the house. Who be this? Now this guy be this. So sometimes you even see your favorite in Big Brother Naija house and you cannot recognize them. You be like, I think I saw this girl, Princess. This one that went for Big Brother Naija. Princess. Is it Princess? Yes. I saw one of her picture and I'm like, I could have passed her and I don't even know that she's the one. You now come out of the house and you are doing us deja vu. Give them 3. That's why they don't last with fame. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, we've moved on because they are no longer relatable. They have left. We are like photo. Oh, okay. She's back. Oh, okay. We'll leave you behind. That's what's called validation. Some people think that there's a mandate for Instagram. If you don't post it like this, if you don't arrange your page like this, you know, some people now have the way they arrange their page. They will post photo shoot and now put flower and now put God is good. You know, they have. So if you don't arrange your page like that, some people have turned their page to magazine. It's now magazine. When you go to the page, you say magazine. One of my friends told me, bless you, you know, but arrange your page like magazine. I said, which one be magazine? Say, You never notice some celebrities page now, they don't arrange page like Bagaja. I say, they go first post coconut for money, coconut tree. They will come post write up. They will come post edited picture. Come post, and some of them they follow the decision. So she'll come post apple. That one will come post water for flower pot. I'll be like, nah, leave me, I don't get power. I don't get that kind of patience. They post magazine. Anything what I like. Now they post. I don't get power. Do you understand? So my point is, let's stop seeking validation. Do you understand? Let's stop seeking validation. Let's learn to put in value in ourselves. When we put in value in ourselves, that is when we will stop struggling. When we put in value in ourselves, that is when we'll be able to look inward and identify the things that we have. You know, I had to learn these things the hard way. You know, sometimes when you see me come and talk, it's because I see a lot of people suffer. And I've been through that road. I've been through that road where I want to seek validation from people. I want people to talk, blah, blah, blah. But I had to get to a level in my life. And I'm going to teach you that on this video again. I said it in my previous video and I'm going to say it again to you. If you want to stop seeking validation, if you want to become yourself, if you want to begin to become confident and own your personality, make this your motto. Every morning you wake up from sleep, recite this to yourself. Everybody is not for me. Say it to yourself for 3 months. Walk with it. You become a confident woman. You become a confident man. Everybody is not for me. The day you realize that everybody is not for you, you will stop seeking validation. That's why no matter what you do, some people will not still like you. Some people are not for you. Everybody cannot be for you. You cannot force us. Some of us will just see you and we don't like you. And some people that see you, they don't just like you. They don't like you. So you cannot force people. Even me, there's some people I see and I don't like them. And some celebrities I see, I don't like. And some people see me and they don't also like me. One day I was watching one video on Instagram and I was like, this girl is too loud. She too do her beg. I mean, why is she shouting? My kids are not telling me, thank you. That's how you used to shout. I said, yes now. That's how annoying you can be when I'm watching your video sometimes. I'll be like, now. She said, you don't know. So you can see that I am annoying. I am loud. But I'm busy saying this girl is too loud. Even me. I don't like my microphone. But every time I come Instagram, they shout. So I can imagine how some people be like, this girl is too loud. She too do her beg. Even me say, get some people I say they too do. Even me, I don't day my body. But see me now. So some people will not just like, there's some people I don't like. There's some people I'll watch and be like, this girl is what she too they do her beg. Make she rest. Now some other people they tell me, blessing you too do her beg, rest. So when you have this understanding, you will not stress yourself. All of us don't like some people. Some people say don't like us. Do you like everybody? So when you understand this, you will do your thing. Me, I don't like loud people. I can't even date a man that talks too much because me, I'm a talkative. All the men I have dated are on the quiet parts. I can't marry a talkative. I can't date a talkative because me, I know that I'm radio with that battery. You have to be quiet. Let me be doing the talking. I'm the radio. You are the listener. Because in my relationship, I'm always the entertainer. I'm always the one. Hey, baby, I have gist. Baby, my boyfriend will be like, baby, hey, do you have gist from? Sometimes, even if I don't talk, he'll be like, radio without battery. I say, no gist today, I beg. Are you hungry? I say, baby, should I buy you shawarma? I say, baby, send me money, like 100K. I want to, this gin I saw. He says, is that all? If I send you 100K, gist day. I say, yes, baby. He will not send me maybe like 100K or 120K. You know what I mean? Baby, I sent you 120K, I put Jara. Give me the gist. I'll say, okay, me. My equipment, my talk and do. Gist day for Instagram. Hey! October to remember. He said, baby, what I say, there are some celebrities that are fighting, They say one do one married man, one don't do one married man. Baby, do you know this person? You say, I don't know how. I will not explain. No, baby, no, take your phone, Google her, because he's not on Instagram. Baby, just Google the person. She's the one. They said she snatched somebody's husband. The other one, they said slept with married man. Baby, you tell me, really? I can make this. I'm a very good entertainer. You say, baby, what happened? I'll say, leave it. My bravery is too much. So I'm very entertaining. So every guy that have dated me love me because I'm fun. When I'm happy, I can be fun. When I'm upset, that's why if you're in a relationship with me, don't make me angry. The same way I can be excited, that's the same way exciting. That's the way I can be annoying. When I'm upset, Like, my man tries so hard not to upset me because I can sweep the coin. He did my body. If I'm angry like this, even as a relationship therapist, I'm going for a course of worry management because I get Chris. People say, that Chris no go school. That my Chris, you know, go school. So I'm now doing some courses. I want to train the Chris. So right now I don't carry the Chris go school. I don't do courses, professional courses. I won't even do masters. Make I for train the Chris. Because if you leave the Chris na illiterate. The Chris, my Chris na illiterate, na orphan, you know get mama, you know get papa. Everybody for my Chris don't die, you know get blood. So nobody fit talk to my Chris because in an orphan, everybody don't die. So my Chris na illiterate, it can't be orphan again. Imagine when you no go school, you no can't get anybody to talk to you. So the Chris, you know, so now I can't say okay, make I train the Chris, make I go with management, make they help me, if manage the Chris, you know, change the Chris. Me I no go to embarrass myself because I the Chris. So no, don't worry. I don't they do courses now. They help me manage the Chris. So they don't buy chain. They don't chain some of the Chris. They don't tell me things. So the Chris don't go some school now. So you remember masters. So I won't carry the Chris, go do masters. And the masters course now 2 years. So by the time I do worry management for 2 years, I go normal, I go calm down. I'm not nervous. I know at the Chris. I know at the Chris. Me, I know. So by the time I do that course now, I go don't calm down small. I will go don't calm down. So by God's grace, now money with the hustle, me will go the 2 years with management school. If not, if it is start here, if it is they know they owe me. I go don't you know that point where you say say you decrease and you go to say I decrease. So now so it be. So with this few point of mine, person say Chris na village Chris. I don't know be just village Chris. So, my Chris na timid Chris, as in I can be crazy. More like, but I think it's a Gemini thing. I'm nice. I can love you, Kai. I can love you so much and give you my life. I'm a kind of woman that if you have me, I'm in your corner. I'm a corner kind of woman. If you're my friend, I would die. I can die for you. For you, I can take a bullet for my friends, for who I love. That's how much I love. The same way I love is the same way I hate. Imagine taking a bullet for you when I love you, and imagine when I hate you, so I can shoot you. If I can take a bullet for you when I love you, when I hate you, I can kill you. That's how crazy it is. So I love extremely and I hate extremely. So I try not to hate. I hardly hate. I don't hate people because my hate comes with so much energy. No. If I hate you, I won't even kill you. I'll be chopping you into pieces. If I hate you, I want to watch you suffer. I want to watch you burn. I don't want you to die. If I hate you, I want to burn you. Right? And be pouring spirit on your body and be healing you. When I finish, I will burn you again. That's how much I hate. So I hate to get to that point because I don't go back. And before I hate, you could don't hit me so bad. So what do? Instead of me to get to that point of hate, I run. That's why I left my previous marriage. I left my previous marriage because if I didn't leave that man, I probably would have killed him. He was getting me to that point. I said, no. You will not bring out that demon in me. I have demon. Instead of that's why I'm a therapist. As a relationship coach, they will teach you how to run from toxicity. The reason why many of us run from toxicity is because some of you think that you are toxic. Some of us were born toxic. But we controlled it. The difference between you and the next person are control. Many of you know the craze, so everybody get worried. You think because somebody is quiet, they don't have craze. Some of you, your craze, they learn. You get some people where they control their craze, they bottle their craze. So what did I do? Because I have understood myself, I run. Once a man wants to get me to that point, I will leave you. There's some relationship I've been in and I just disappear. They're still begging me to say, baby, what did I do? When I complain, and you don't change, I run. Because when I complain and you are not changing, that thing will begin to come out. I start to get agitated. I start to get crazy. I start to get upset. What do I do? Once I see that the craze done what do I decide? I leave you. That's why it's so easy for me to walk away from relationship. I don't take it to heart, because if I don't walk away, I'll become like many of you. Many of you women have become animal now. Some of you women are not violent. Now man make you violent. Some men are not violent. Now woman, instead of you to bring out my craze, no. I don't like people bringing out. I like to bring out craze when it's no. Some people are not that bad. Now human beings make them bad because they don't want to go. So what do I do? If I just see that this one, he just won't come out the craze where they try chain. He don't they go find padlock, won't open the craze. I dey hide key of my craze. He dey find the key to won't open them. I throw away the key. He go find spare. I throw away the spare. You go carry cutlass. They break the padlock of the craze. Well, I go leave you, because if that padlock open, they know they owe me. So if I say you don't they find key where I hide to open my, I will not leave you, because you know if you stand my craze. That's the honest truth, and that's what is called anger management. I'm just coming down to a ghetto level because I just want to make it a bit funny and comic. This thing I'm talking about, even though I'm saying it in a funny way just for people to smile and laugh, this thing I'm talking about, I just wanted to use a layman. It's called anger management. That's why you see people, when they are angry, they walk away. They're walking away now because say you don't want your padlock open. No. That's what's called anger management. When you are managing anger, you have to learn to walk away. You got to swallow. You know, when you restrain yourself, when you have power to do a lot of things, just like on social media, when you see all these small children insulting you, and you know that in real life you can give them two slap, you restrain yourself from replying them. Some of them will be tagging you just to see what you're going to do. You'll be restraining yourself. It is that restraint that is painful. That's what's called anger management. Do you understand? So we don't have to be in relationship and marriage where we let people bring out the madness in us, because all of us get crazy. So I always teach people anger management. Learn to walk away. Learn to give people space. Not like you're walking away from the relationship. Sometimes when you leave a particular situation, you're just allowing it to calm down. You get, so anger management simply, if I teach you anger management, trust me, you will never be angry. Because at the end of the day, there are so many things I have been angry about that were not worth it. You know, when I left my ex-husband, I used to be so angry with him. So one day, I met one of my mentors, and he asked me a question. Bless him. I said, sir, I want you to be honest to me. Why are you angry with your ex-husband? Did you want the divorce? I said yes. Were you tired of the marriage? I said yes. He said, why were you angry with your ex? Why are you still angry with him in as much as you wanted the divorce and you wanted to leave? I said, because I feel like I have lost. He said, lost what? I said, the battle. He said, what battle? I told him, I feel like he won. I feel like I lost. I left everything. He took my child. He took everything I gave. My energy, my time. This man took away my youth. Sir, I know where I would have been in this life. From 15 years, this guy tied me down to my 25 years of my life. He took the better part of my life. Where do I start from? I vented. I yelled. I needed to do that. Sometimes most of us have not. That's what's called anger management. I yelled. I told him how bitter I was. How this guy wasted my time from a young age. Imagine as a 15-year-old girl to 21 with the kind of energy I have and what I gave, where I would have been. I have an extra year. Look at stretch marks all over my body. I just gave birth. The only scar I have had in my entire life is childbirth. I've never done operation before. I've been so blessed with good health. They cut me open just because I wanted to give this idiot a child. Look at my boobs. Sir, I used to have a standing boobs. I used to walk around without bra. Look at my tummy. Look at the flap. I used to be a model. I wanted to be a model. Where do I start from? I vented. When I was done venting, he told me, you can get everything that you lost. I said, how? He said, time. Give it time. Your ex-husband did not make you lose anything. It wasn't time for you to have it. Marriage don't make you lose things. It's just that the right time has not come. The man was able to talk to me. I went back to my drawing board. And I forgive my ex. I let him go. My mom told me, Kiruka. I said, yes, mom. Do you know why I named you Nkenoni Ruka? I said, why? She said, it's because your future is going to be very big. She said, do you ever wonder why I named you Blessing? I said, no. She said, I gave birth to you when things was very, very hard for us. The day I gave birth to you was the day doors opened for your father. My father does not play with me. That's why he named you Blessing. In fact, she said my father wanted to name me Ngozi Chukwuka. Right? That was what my father wanted to name me. But she said no, they should rather name me Blessing than Ngozi Chukwuka. So that was how they named me Blessing. So I had to let it go. And today, instead of me to be backbiting and hating on my ex, I decided to put in that energy to get everything I felt I had lost. Everything I felt I didn't get when I was with my ex, those things I felt I had lost, I started to work on it. I started to work on my weight. I started to work on my boobs. I started to work on my self-confidence. I started to work on my finance. I started to work on a lot of things. And I don't even remember my ex these days, except when I'm telling his story. Do you understand? So, with this viewpoint of mine, and with all this illustration, I like to tell stories because stories make us remember a lot. And most times I like to use myself as an example in my stories because I'm a public figure. So I know a lot of people only listen when you're talking about other people. Have you noticed it? When you call one person's name now, you see everybody start to pay attention. People enjoy it when you use other people as illustration or when you use yourself. It's because a lot of people like to paint pictures in their head. That's the reason why when you're talking about a celebrity, they'll pay attention. If you call Tonto Diki's name now, you see all of them will come. Call Mercy Johnson, they will come. Call CEO Savage, they will come. Call Omotola, they will come. It's because they just want to project somebody in their head. Even though most of them are going through that thing. But they tend to understand so much when you use people that they know. When they can paint a picture, when they can relate. That's why I tell a lot of stories sometimes to be able to pass my message to those people who are not so smart to grab. To those people who don't necessarily pay attention. So I hope I've been able to pass that message, and I hope I've been able to teach you how to keep what you have struggled to get in your relationship and marriage. Thank you so very much for coming up on my live video. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. So I'm going to take 2 questions, lovers. 2 questions from you guys. From everything I have said, I like to ask questions so that in case of you who have something at the back of your mind to say, I could answer. So any questions, just 2 questions is good. 2 questions. I realized that I had to forgive my ex for PCS. You had to, darling. So let's do the questions. I'm feeling vibes and vibes. I've learned a lot. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody said, Blessing, see your makeup is too much. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not your wife, neither am I your girlfriend. So that part is not your business. I'm just here to talk. So what I apply on my face is not your business. Pay attention to my words. If you don't like my face, kindly leave the live video. You don't have the right over my personal life or what I do on my face or my body. You don't. Next question, please. I'm trying so hard to be polite. What's the secret to your beauty? Now God, oh, now God. I learned a lot. Thank you, sweetie. You're welcome. All I want is access to you. You already have access to me, and I'm here. Someone ghosted me for 3 months, and he came back pleading he's sorry. How do I deal with it? You are the one that knows why he ghosted you, so find out if he has changed or if he's coming to ghost you again. So somebody said reply my DM. Okay, I'm going to check after the video. My family don't like where he's from. I don't get that question. Is it right to leave my girlfriend because she cheated? That's your choice. That's your decision. I still love this woman. Thank you. Your powder name, please. This person that is asking for my powder name, I can't tell you my powder name now because they did not pay me for advert. So I can't be calling my powder name on a live video. That's free advertisement. Because if I call my powder name right now, everybody will go and patronize them and they did not pay me. So they have to pay me for influencing. Okay? So I can't call my powder name. That's free advert. I don't have a question, B, but I love you and I appreciate your time. You're welcome. I have learned so much from you. Thank you, CEO. You're welcome. Please, ma, please help me. I'm in a state of committing suicide right now. Please help me. What's the problem? Send me a message. Hi, blessing. Kindly save this video. Okay, when you meet someone for the first time online, you crush on them. How do you maintain that? You have to book a session. Blessing, CEO, what did you put in your eye? It's contact lens. I love you so much. I love you too, darling. Blessing, you are a blessing to us. I'm giving you your flower. Thank you so much. I once cheated on my girlfriend, but she forgave me. Now I caught her cheating. Should I forgive her? That's a foolish question, sir. So answer that question yourself. Why didn't you make your ex-husband understand the reason with you so that the marriage will continue? Some marriages are not meant to happen, so you don't force it. Stop projecting marriage to other people. Because you desperately want to marry doesn't mean that people like us want to marry. People who claim that they love you should not focus on marriage. They should focus on your happiness. Because if you had met me when I was married to my ex-husband, you won't be benefiting this thing from me. When I was married to my ex-husband, I wasn't blessed to see you. I didn't have anything to offer you. I probably would have just been a troll on Instablog or be like you scrolling through comment section. So the marriage is not bound to happen. Stop imposing marriage on people. Some people's marriage are not working and it's not meant to work so long as they're happy. If you claim that you love people, you should be more interested in the things that make them happy. Some people, marriage don't make them happy. And it's because of this, your mindset. That is why your loved ones are dying in marriage. They can't come out. They can't seek for help. So stop telling me, why did I not do this for the marriage to continue? When I say my marriage is over, it is over. Respect it. It's none of your business. It was my personal life. And you are not involved in my personal life. If you love Blessing CEO, pay attention to the things that you benefit from Blessing CEO, not things that does not concern you. My marital life and my ex-marriage is none of your business. Next question, please. You're welcome. I want to meet you. I think I'm going to do a meet and greet once I open my office in Lagos. You inspire me a lot. Thank you. Listen, I love you so much. I love you guys too. Why do my ex still flow? Please always be calm. This is a live video. I'm not a calm person. If you want a calm personality, there are other relationship therapists that are calm. Blessing CEO is not calm. Blessing CEO is hot. So if you don't like it hot, move along to another therapist that is cold. Hotness is my personality. Get used to it. It simply means for you to be my follower, you need to be made out of iron. So I'm not calm. I'm hot. Next question, please. I'm always scared of marriage. You need to work on yourself. That's a personal fear. Next question, please. Does love really exist? Love does exist. How do you cope with a narcissist? I've said that before, so go through my video. Do you hook up live videos? I have a dating site. Click the link on my bio to get that information. When you look serious and mean business, you look like Mrs. Victoria Ninobi. You serious? I love you from South Africa. I love you too. I love you like that. Oh yeah, use your hot temper to drop the name of your powder. You people want me to do free adverts. It's not good now. Guys, okay, see what will happen. I think send me a DM if you want the name of my adverts. I'll have my PA send it to you directly. But I don't want to do free advert for these people now. If I call the name of the powder now, everybody rush and go and buy. They do not pay me for influence. You don't want me to buy Benz. This is what is called influencing now. So if the powder is good, I cannot call the name because people now go and buy, they will not pay me. Oh no. If my lovers have to patronize them, they have to pay me. That's influencing. So send me a DM. I'll have my PA send you the powder name since you guys like it. There are plenty of name of my powder. Yay! Since they're asking the name of my powder, let me drop the powder again now. Send me a DM. My PA will send you the name of the powder. I don't want to mention name here because they did not pay me. The powder was really nice though, but they did not pay me. So I'm not calling your motherfucking name. Okay guys, so thank you so much for coming up on my live video. God bless every one of you. Have a wonderful day. Somebody said gender and powder. To your powder.